You found Machine Universe. We ask one simple question. What were they thinking? Witness the most dangerous chainsaw calculations, where everyone is inches from. What was the plan here? Some people are just too reckless.
Ого! Розпилюємо.
This is a classic bad face cut disaster. They had no control over the fall. Do you think a proper wedge and back cut could have guided it?
No, false. Well,
He's a little too focused on saving the saw. Who needs a roller coaster when you've got a logging truck on a mountain road? That's real adrenaline on wheels. Behind every log delivered safely is someone trusting their instincts, skill, and courage. That's logging life right there. Mud, weight, and surprises. Thank God he's okay. Glad the operator managed to pull him out in time. It's not just about cutting. It's about understanding fire's damage below the surface. A fire-weakened tree might look solid, but it hides collapse beneath the bark. The moment the saw bites in, smoke bursts out like a warning. Every cut risks a flare-up. That's guts. There's something special about seeing a 1972 Kenworth still working the woods. That old Big Cam Cummins and Spicer setup may be vintage, but it's pure logging history rolling through Oregon mud. That's legacy you can see in motion. Trucks like that built the Pacific Northwest. Standing there, hearing that old frick blade bite into the walnut. It's like watching history come alive. You can almost smell the sawdust and feel the vibration in your chest. Watch how fast that hydraulic arm moves. It's slicing through solid roots like warm butter. Dust rises, roots snap, and one more giant falls to the roar of hydraulics. Life really said, plot twist.
Porca Madonna! Madonna can.
Oh my God.
Mission accomplished and left the mailbox intact.
You got it!
No.
Every climb teaches one truth. Traction beats horsepower. You can have all the torque in the world, but if the load isn't balanced, the mountain will humble you. When you don't respect overload limits, this is what happens. Let's look at the Komatsu 931XC, a true masterpiece of forest engineering. Its 8-wheel configuration, winch assist, and adaptive hydraulics provide stability and power on gradients exceeding 40%, cutting, trimming, and stacking with mechanical grace. It's mechanical intelligence, engineered for survival. Ever seen a machine drag a whole tree line up a slope like it's on flat ground? That's the LKT-81 Skitter. The engine growls, chains bite into the dirt, and the forest answers with echoing power. It's rough, loud, and brutally effective. Exactly what this job demands. That spinning wheel looks like something out of a horror movie. The guard helps, but the open side still gives me chills. Maybe add a plexiglass shield before lowering the wheel speed. Imagine climbing 100 feet up just to start cutting by hand. Watching this makes you realize how easy we've got it today.
Yeah. Hit the tree.
That's how kinetic energy builds up when heavy rock meets steep gravity.
Yeah, look at my bar. My lanyard snapped. I had a fray in it. And the lanyard snapped to that long. Lanyard snapped. Boom. This thing went over. It's a jerk. Did that jerk on you pretty good, Isaac? It probably didn't feel good.
In a world of roaring machines, this scene feels timeless. Jason, a trained draft horse, follows Hansa's voice to pull logs through the forest without harming the soil or young trees. Strong breeds like Percheron, Ardennes, or Noriker have done this for centuries, carrying Europe's logging traditions forward. Horse logging remains not just work, but a cultural symbol of balance between strength and respect for nature. Some folks shovel snow from their driveway. This beast clears half a forest. The Timberjack 810B doesn't complain about cold mornings or slippery ground. Just another day at work for a 20,000-pound snow warrior. Only a few drivers have the guts and skills to pull this off. Takes serious skill and experience to do that. Look at that size. That log must weigh over 5,000 pounds. With its turbo diesel engine and heavy-duty driveline, the Mulcher Awi RT800 Stump handles dense root systems most machines avoid. Its track design adds stability on rough terrain, while the mulching head pulverizes wood up to 16 inches deep. It's slower, yes, but far better for the forest in the long run. That poor tree didn't even stand a chance. 1 second of hesitation and it's gone, straight through the Bow Bear 80 RM chipper's hungry drum. For a moment, it feels like it might jam. Then, the machine digs in, the drum roars louder, and within seconds the resistance vanishes, the noise settles. All that's left is a clean pile of chips. What a beast.
siinä olisi
Would you try splitting logs this way? It's faster than any screw cone or hydraulic axe I've seen. Instead of swinging an axe all day, this setup uses a tilt rotator and wedge splitter to do the job. You can learn a lot by watching this cut. The bore method, safety hinge, and tension release are textbook examples of how to handle hardwood under stress. Every motion has purpose, experience you don't get overnight. Imagine getting hit on the finger while cutting. Anyone brave enough to accept the challenge? Dragging timber across frozen rivers isn't just work, it's a battle with nature. Every mile feels heavier than the last, but that's the price of honest labor. Nice driver. Gonna wreck the truck in no time. Watching this makes me think about how bar length changes everything. A 20-inch guide on that kind of diameter leaves no margin for error. The way they manage hinge depth and wedge timing says a lot. You can pick up real lessons here, quiet ones, not from talk, but from what the wood shows back. So, is this what you think a lumberjack's job looks like? You have to see this. They've carved a precise cavity, not for a typical back cut, but to insert a hydraulic bottle jack. The apparent goal is to use hydraulic pressure to tip the massive trunk in a specific direction. This method seems designed for situations demanding absolute directional control, possibly when structures are just feet away. This setup simulates a windfall scenario. The cut is designed to release stored mechanical energy, demonstrating a high-risk spring-high spring pole reaction. Look at it go, just plowing through that icy slurry with a full load. The 888 articulated chassis is twisting as the bogie tracks churn for grip. It's barely slowing down. That's a purpose-built machine succeeding where others would fail. Even a legend like the Belarus MTZ-82 tractor meets its match. This deep, viscous peat has completely immobilized the machine. Did you notice? When the trailer hit a pothole, it lost a tire on the left side. That probably threw off the balance and caused the rollover. I watched them ascend in that 60-meter boom, looking tiny against the giant trunk. When a huge tree dies over a public area, removal is a complex safety operation. This process demonstrates how it's handled. They weren't just cutting, they were meticulously tying off multi-ton sections of dead wood. Then, they'd make the cut, and the piece would float down on the ropes. What a textbook execution of aerial rigging. It grabs, cuts, fells, strips, and sections the entire tree in under a minute. This single machine head appears to replace an entire logging crew. This is modern logging in high gear. Looks like a beast in action, a twin grapple, right? This RTD3 226 machine doesn't just unload logs, it practically devours the entire truckload in one bite. Forget the old way of milling. The LT70 sawmill represents a massive leap in production. With its full hydraulic suite, log loader, turner, and clamps, it handles huge pine logs effortlessly, all controlled by joysticks. The LT70 is basically a luxury spa day for the operator, but a really bad day for the log. So wacky looking that it feels CGI. I saw that shallow cut and just knew. It split suddenly. He barely reacted in time.
Когда у меня слишком сильное напряжение.
You hear the deep rumble of that Detroit diesel long before you see it. Then this absolute Mad Max, Necked Max monster just fills the road. An unbelievable, intimidating machine. What is happening here? The LKT-81 turbo's front end is completely airborne. The operator is channeling that turbo power, but this is an incredibly high-risk maneuver on a steep grade. This mulching process doesn't just clear the jungle. It creates a layer of beneficial ground cover. It's a powerful, satisfying, and efficient method of land transformation. The MAN TGX 33.560 truck is the definition of self-sufficient. It's a 33-ton truck that doesn't wait for help. It just loads itself. That integrated crane gives it a level of versatility and independence that other trucks must be jealous of. Now it prepares to leverage its 6A4 chassis to conquer the steep uphill climb out of the forest, a true all-in-one solution. All that power demands respect. A 16-inch capacity PTO chipper isn't a toy. They're dealing with immense rotational energy from that 250 HP tractor. This Van Dael is built tough, but the operator must be sharp. No room for error.
No.
They ignited 6.5 pounds of thermite in a tree stump, an absolutely insane molten hot spectacle. The heat is intense but localized. It likely carbonized the core, leaving the massive wet root structure completely intact.
I think it's safe to say that that is on fire. That's good.
This video is a masterclass in how not to. For anyone watching, what was the single worst mistake? The cut, the pinched saw, or the insane climb? Let's discuss. Horrible. You can tell they have no idea what the hell they're doing. When he started whacking away at that wedge-cut piece that was stuck there, it was clear the weight of the tree was putting a lot of pressure on it. Those guys are lucky to still be alive. Definite Darwin Award candidates.
All right, guys, like and subscribe.
I think the blasting was more of a hazard than the tree.
And yeah, with this thing lean, basically a fairly decayed tree that is.
What makes a tree so dangerous that dynamite becomes the only safe option? Watch as the expert breaks down the hazard, a decayed snag on a steep slope, leaning into another tree. There's nowhere to go. Loggers know the feeling. This is where nightmares are made. That guy's way too relaxed for someone standing in the danger zone. If that cable lets go, it'll slice him clean in half. At first, it looks like this 45,000 adult B bulldozer is struggling. Why dig so much? The operator is actually severing the massive root ball and building a dirt ramp. This creates the necessary leverage to topple a 5-foot diameter oak when a dedicated tree pusher is unavailable. What a clever tactic.
The damn root ball's half the size of that 20.
Exactly what you need for stumps. A well-built piece of gear. We're seeing exactly why these skidders have that massive rear blade. It's meant to be dropped as an anchor. By neglecting to use it, the operator is destabilizing the entire machine, creating a high-risk scenario where the tractor itself could roll over. Compared to a standard brush hog, this one feels heavier built. It doesn't just flatten grass, it chews through trunks up to 8 inches thick. The engine tone doesn't scream, it growls steady like it's built to keep going all day without fuss.
Crack, crack, crack.
I bet he'll be moving very slowly tomorrow. The machine is working well, but his back is not. Was that truck the target? This accident seems suspiciously accurate. What incredible garage and engineering. A tiny 600W washing machine motor shouldn't have the torque to split anything, but by adding a heavy flywheel, he stores kinetic energy. The flywheel, not the motor, does the work. It's mesmerizing, simple, and incredibly effective. I watched this Ponce Cobra C6H8 harvester at work, and the speed is just incredible. The operator handles those big dead trees so gently, the H8 head processes them one after another with ease. About 2,500 cubic feet per hour? I believe it. It's really like a transformer. The operator is skillfully using this T40 tractor, but observe closely. The frame appears to be flexing, and that front wheel is wobbling. Despite the bald tires and visible wear, the Ingenious custom winch setup is getting the job done efficiently.
Gracias totales.
Well, that didn't go exactly as planned. All that for a small tree like that? Didn't even need the winch for it.
What's going on?
Another world champion. He just invented the chainsaw tree.
Yeah, really do.
Ladders and chainsaws, the most dangerous combo in tree work. One wrong move, and gravity always wins. The image that freezes me is the worker casually posing inside the massive undercut. I would never, ever try that. We're seeing a T40 tractor modified for maximum efficiency. A custom winch, blade attachment, and a virtuoso operator working in perfect sync. That's how they move 20 cubes. In the right hands, this old machine is still a beast. From Mexico to South America, real truckers show what courage looks like. That Peterbilt and driver move like one machine. They make it look easy. That slope and mud combo is every logger's nightmare. Sometimes the best decision is to wait for drier ground. Let's explore a fascinating piece of arboriculture. When a standard hinge isn't reliable on trees like aspen, some experts use the tongue and groove. The feller carves a specific slot and a matching tongue to control the descent. It slides perfectly into the groove, a flawless, controlled descent. It's a specialized solution for specific problems. How is it even moving? The ground is literally swallowing the tires whole. With every diff lock engaged, even a full 6x6 setup struggles badly in this deep sucking mud. It's a classic nightmarish scenario that instantly transports former jungle drivers back to the impassable tracks of the 80s. What a flexible setup. They've attached a Halverson HWP 140B firewood processor, originally designed for skid steers, to a Cat 906H wheel loader. Let's see how this hybrid setup handles the logs. We're witnessing a rare sight in southern Oregon, a yarder on tires. This system pulls logs up steep hills. What are your thoughts on this setup versus a tracked one? Driving on those roads looks terrifying. It's the stuff you don't see that gets you. A 30-pound branch or a road sign flying out of nowhere at 60 mph, you have zero reaction time. Steel cools, engines fade, but the story doesn't stop here. Join Machine Universe for the next round of unstoppable chaos.